Alright, what's going on, guys? Continuing with daily upload week. Not really as promised yet. I'm actually recording this before I upload my other one, then I'm just going to let my computer do a shit ton of work, and then we'll just have at it. But this is going to be Wednesday's video being recorded on Tuesday. I don't really know why. But this is a match versus Eeveegirl22. This is kind of old. This is back when I still used this team and realized that it has a shit ton of weaknesses. You know, Nidoking is the weakest link. It's got that ice and ground weakness that I don't really care about. Or not really care about, but whatever. We'll go ahead and play back right but now. Okay, so we got our 5th gen thing going on, and as you can see it, well, you can't see, but encourage Nidoking. I don't understand. You can see that it's a Nidoking, but you can't see what item it is. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so Blaziken versus Infernape is what we have going on, the two firefighting starters. Blaziken's gonna show me what the fuck's up. Protect to generate some speed, which is something that Infernape cannot get. All Infernape can get is an Iron Fist, which isn't really that beneficial for him. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out, predicting the high jump kick, actually. And, you know, that's good. I should have gone out to Latias on this turn, and then I still would have had Nidoking. But, I don't know, I thought Nidoking had a little bit better defense, but she just goes for the Flare Blitz, takes me out. Recoil's recoil, whatever. Might as well. I did not expect to lead Blaziken, to be honest. Kind of expected something else. But taking quite a hefty chunk from recoil, but at this rate it could tear through the rest of my team, so I need to do something about it. So I send in Latias, who I know will wall the majority of her set unless she has a Stone Edge, and even still that'll be neutral and it probably won't be a one-shot. So she switches out to Zapdos on my Psychic, which I'm guessing is, it looks like a bulky Zapdos, but not really necessarily specially defensive, since I don't have any setup, and it did around, I want to say, a third-ish. So she's going to go for the T-Bolt, and it's going to do 200, which is actually, not 200, I'm going to be left at 200. It does 100, which actually turns out to be a crit after the Calm Mind. Doesn't really matter, because lefties will bring me into that in, like, 2 turns anyway, and I probably would have just ended up setting up some more anyway to reduce the damage of Thunderbolt further. But she decides to take this opportunity right now to go for the Hidden Power Ice. Turns out it's not ice. She thought it was ice. It actually turns out to be grass, or I don't know. Grass is the only other thing I can think that you put on a Zapdos, and that didn't really work out for her. What I should have kept doing is I should have kept setting up. That way I would have had some good leftovers. I would have been closer to full and all that for when this Eeveegirl comes in. If I had more comments, I wouldn't immediately be threatened by the Shadow Ball, but I know it would have done a decent amount. For now, I go into my Porygon 2, which is actually a download set, not a trace set. And I actually download the special attack, which is very weird coming from Eeveegirl, seeing as how those usually tend to be specially defensive. But she's running dual status. She's got the Boiling Water, and she's got the Toxic. She wanted Toxic on me first because, you know, I got the Evo Stone, I do have Recover and all that. But we're just going to try to stall each other out. This really isn't going to last that long. Looking at the Vegas playback, one of us is going to switch out eventually, and God help me if I can remember what happens next in this match. I kind of just ad-lib these things, you know. But for now, we got the end-of-turn Poison going on, and she decides she's the one that doesn't want to stay in, so she's going to go out to her Excadrill. And actually, I don't want to stay in either, because Toxic Stalling is not really that fun of an idea. I get the better end there, as I bring in my Flygon, which he's convinced is a Scarf one at this point, but it's not. It's a Life Orber. But since she has a physically defensive Eeveegirl, she's going to take that Earthquake. Alright. She probably would have taken an Outrage worse, but I wouldn't ever go for an Outrage on an Excadrill. So, it kind of looks like Earthquake is going to be a 2-hit KO with the Poison afterwards, so if it doesn't kill it now, it'll kill it later. And it kills it now, which is cool. Poison kind of helped me there because it nullified that leftover and that possible chance, but because she knows that I'm Life Orb, she knows she's free to bring in her Snivy right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go out to Infernape here, and I think I end up going for the U-turn on this thing so she can't seed me, because I usually see Substitute, Leech Seed, and Leaf Storm, and Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ground, usually depends. But U-turn to break the sub and get rid of the seed off me so she can't get any recovery off of it. and I don't remember what I go to. This match is actually kind of old. Okay, I do go to Latias. It's not faster, but I'm not threatened by the Hidden Power Fire or the Leaf Storm, so all she can really do is sub and Leech Seed, and I do have Recover. But she does take the opportunity to go for the Leaf Storm now. Anyway, it does jack shit because Latias is a defensive monster. So I just decided to go for the Psychic. She does get +2 from that because of Contrary or Perversity. I think it's called Contrary in English now. But she gets +2. Unfortunately, that's really one of the only moves she can hit me with because I think her other one is HP Fire. Otherwise, if she had Ice, she'd be trying to hit me with it. And if it's ground, it's not really going to do that much. But as you can see, that second one does substantially more. And thankfully I'm able to take it out with the Dragon Pulse, and I'm not really sitting that good health-wise, and this Blaziken is free to come in right now, as a matter of fact. I was kind of convinced that it wouldn't protect, or, you know what, I did predict it protect. Okay, just kidding, stop everything, I'm just kidding. So, I go for the Recover, and I don't think I can't talk. Blech. I don't think I can take a hit from it, to be honest. Like a high jump kick, I don't think I'll be able to take it. Flare Blitz, I don't think I'll be able to take it. And it turns out I don't because it's a crit. I was thinking maybe if I was fuller on health, you know, but that crit tore through my one solid Blaziken counter, and, you know, all I can really do is run it out of recoil and all that. So what I should have done is I should have gone to something other than Porygon 2. Because for some reason I thought I could take a high jump kick even with Eeveegirl22, and that's kind of a stupid thing to be thinking. But she takes Life Orb Recoil. I wish I had Toxic Spikes going on here or something of the sort, but I don't. So I go out to Flygon, and I really should have gone into something that would have baited her to go for the Flare Blitz, but I don't have any options that would let me do that, and she knows that as well, so there's not really much I can do here. So I bring in Infernape, and see all of these things she's going to want a high jump kick, and she misses this one. Now this is big, because she takes that recoil, and I think I only have 2 things left anyways. So she's going to go into her Excadrill. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the close combat, finish it off. And I think my last one left is a Terrakion, so this team does have a lot of weaknesses, but it needs some, it needs desperate revamping, is what it needs. Like, this is one of the first drafts of this team, so I gotta switch some stuff around, same with the other team. But I do like this team. Going back to the match, her last one is a Miltank, so it's not gonna be able to take a Choice Band in close combat, regardless of EVs. And even if it somehow, by some free chance, did, I still have the Terrakion lying in wait. So that's going to be a good game, Eeveegirl. What was I going to say? I don't even know. Right. I got a couple theme teams on paper based on things I've been watching lately, you know, and with the end of my theme team tournament coming up, I figure, you know, I might as well make one for the occasion, you know, try it out this Friday or Saturday or something, or whenever I decide to stream. But that is going to be it for this Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if and what. Well, it's more like when I'll be hitting 5K. It'll probably be probably by the end of this week. So we'll see what I have planned for that. But for now, daily upload week continues. I will screen record some stuff. Probably give you guys these shorter matches in between these narrations. You know, just as little daily things. You know, I got some really short ones. But here's today's, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace.